Welcome to the Tangles and Tunes channel. My name is David, and today we're going to be doing another Zentangle tile using the Bijou size, which is the 2" by 2" tile that Zentangle offers. And so let's get started. I'm going to begin by drawing an X that connects the corners of the tile. And then I'm going to also divide the tile in half in both directions. Now that we've got those pencil marks down for a guide, let's begin the drawing itself. I'm going to create a C or curved line that connects the two corners here. And then just rotating the tile will continue to do that same pattern for each of the four sides. Now that we've got that basic shape there, we're going to do the same thing but in a smaller size toward the center of the tile. And now one more on the inside of this. And we're going to create a spiral or spring shape inside. And where you run out, you just act as though it goes underneath those other outer lines. And that shape is called the printemps shape in Zentangle. And now we're going to draw some triangles on each of these sides. Just like that. And you can use that pencil mark to sort of guide you where that point should go. All right. Once that's done, we're going to create an aura around the outside of this entire shape here. Now let's go ahead and ink in these little triangles that we made. And let's also ink in just these little tiny corners here, maybe where the spring shape disappears behind. All right, we've got that. Now we're going to create some little triangles here also on our outer shape. Okay, and now let's draw an aura around the entire outside as well. Again, an aura is simply a parallel line or a line drawn parallel to an existing line. Let's go ahead and ink in these triangles. right. Now we're going to draw a line that connects the corner to the tip of that other smaller portion that we drew. All right. Now from each of these lines, let's draw 3 little sort of flicked lines, if you will, that will help indicate a shape or a curve to that area. Just sort of following the outer shape there, but trying to draw a little bit of a indication, if you will, of that sort of concave feature. And now we're going to switch over to a red pen, if you have one. I'm going to use a Micron pen here again, and I'm going to fill in this thin little area that we created with our aura lines, just adding a touch of red to it. There we are so far. And I'm also going to add some red inside here on our spring area. Okay, now we're going to add some red on the outside, a little tangle called mist. We just create a little squiggly line and then a dot. And you want to kind of vary the length or the number of dots, if you will, when the room allows for it. And as you can see, my little squiggly lines don't always look super exactly precise. We're just creating a visual texture, if you will, by repeating this shape, this little tiny tangle, over and over. It gives a little interesting background to this star shape that we've drawn. There we go. So we've got that. So now we're going to add some shading with the graphite. And we're going to put a little bit of shading around the entire outside to create the illusion of depth or dimension again. So I'm just creating a little bit of a graphite line around that outer edge. And then once we blend it, it'll look like a little bit of a shadow that gives some depth or dimension to that star floating on those little mist shapes. And again, in Zentangle, the shadows that we create with graphite are not necessarily designed to show light sourcing in real shadows. They're just designed, or the shading process is designed to give some volume, some dimension or depth to the drawing, and also create visual interest, but it doesn't have to obey the laws, if you will, of light sourcing. That's great in other kinds of drawing, and if you're doing like realism drawing or character and figure drawing, then the shadows and the light sourcing is very important to make it look realistic. But with Zentangle art, the idea is not to be realistic, because these are non-representational pieces of art. They're not drawings of particular things, as I've mentioned before. They're just drawings, and so we just want to add visual interest and some depth or three-dimensionality to that drawing. So there's another little Zentangle star that we've drawn. And that'll be it for today's Zentangle drawing. So thanks again for joining me. I hope to see you back here soon in the Tangles and Tunes channel. Thank you. Take care and have a great day.